Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Got a couple of things to talk about in this video, and it all pertains to free games, so there's nothing wrong with that. We've got a pretty bulky trial of a game that's really good, but it's only available on the Windows Store that I want to talk about, as well as a free game that you guys can grab right now for the next 20 or so hours. You can get it absolutely free over on the Humble Store. So let's talk about the free game that you can keep forever, and that is Psychonauts. If you hop over to the Humble Store, I'll leave a link down below in the description box. You can get the game absolutely free. It's a Steam key, it'll redeem on Steam, and you'll have the game free to play forever. If you guys don't know what Psychonauts is, I haven't played too much of it recently, but I did play it back when it originally came out. It's an action puzzle platformer, and it's one of those iconic platforming series. It's a game that a lot of people always want more follow-ups to and more games in the series. But yeah, it's a pretty quirky, charming platformer. It got really good reviews, and it is a free game, so you can never go wrong with that. Humble has been giving out a lot of free games recently. I am sponsored by them, but this is absolutely free. I don't make any money off mentioning Psychonauts being free. I just want to let you guys know it is a free game. It typically goes for like 10 bucks. It has been available in other Humble bundles in the past, but now that it's free, and it hasn't been in a Humble bundle in a little bit, I mean, this is as good of a price as you're gonna get on it. And yeah, it's a pretty good platformer, and even if you don't have the highest end PC in the world, just looking at the game, you guys can probably tell it's not a very difficult game to run, but that doesn't always make the greatest game. It does have 90% very positive feedback on Steam reviews. I know Steam reviews isn't the be-all, end-all, but I do like to check it out, and it gives you an idea of what the community thinks about the game. Again, it's absolutely free. Can't go wrong with it. Check it out. The other thing I want to mention is if you have not played Gears of War 4, I know it's on the Windows Store, but it is a very good game on PC. It runs really well. You can now play the game for 10 hours for free. It's got a 10-hour trial that'll allow you to access the campaign mode as well as the multiplayer modes. And a big discount on the game is also expected to be offered in the next 7 days, so if you guys check out the game and you like it, well then you can go ahead and pick up the game too. Gears of War 4 is a really good game, although it performed very poorly commercially. These Xbox One Windows 10 exclusives these days haven't been performing all too well, whether it be not a lot of people just playing games on Xbox One and on PC, not a lot of people want to use the Windows 10 store. Even if the game runs really well, I think we have this preconceived notion of the Windows 10 store, and it's definitely a negative notion. If Gears of War 4 was available on Steam, I know it doesn't sound like the biggest deal in the world, but I really do believe if Gears 4 was available on Steam, that it would have a much larger community on PC. I understand why Microsoft keeps it exclusive to Windows 10, so they can make it their property and get you onto that platform. I get that. But obviously for the game devs and the gamers playing the game, they just want an active community to play the game with, and it being on Steam not only would help with convenience. I like to have all my games on Steam. I'm just picky like that, but it also gets rid of that negative stigma attached to the Windows Store, and I really do think a lot more people would check out Gears 4 if it was on Steam. But nonetheless, that is not going to happen. What has happened is you can play the game absolutely free for 10 hours, and again, like I said, it is a really good game. Coalition did a fantastic job with Gears of War 4, and as far as the gameplay and how the game's made, it's a very well-made game. Again, it just hasn't sold all too well, but now you have a chance to check out that game for free, and if you're on Windows 10, you have no reason not to check it out. And this is another game that, yes, it is a little bit harder to run, but if you have decent hardware, if you have something like a GTX 970, or even like a 960, a 1060, an RX 570, 580, you're gonna be able to run this game absolutely no problem. And again, the trial is absolutely free, so you can even download it, see how it runs, and if it does run really well, which it probably will, and you enjoy the game, then you have the option to buy the game, which a big discount, like I said, is expected to be offered in the next 7 days. So that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. Just a real quick video letting you guys know about Psychonauts being absolutely free, as well as a Gears of War 4 trial being available on the Windows 10 store. Check both of those out. At the very least, definitely check out Psychonauts. It's free, and you keep it forever, and it redeems on Steam, so no reason not to check that out if you don't own the game. It is a great game, great action puzzle platformer, very quirky. You can see the main character kind of looks weird, but it's a great game. Check it out. It's free, as is the Gears 4 trial. That's gonna wrap up this video. If you guys have a request for a future video, you can leave that in the comments section as well, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.